as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
4 yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
14.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now they got the touchdown. It's not 88 now the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Panthers 7.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So they will go for it. Stafford. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll get it out quickly to Kirkwood. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Now Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Being chased out left. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Julian Okwara brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
For the Panther field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
He's got daylight. The 30, 20. Woo! Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Now Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Johnson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
The 1-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
picked off by Will Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. First down, Stafford here.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
Good.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24.
There's 10. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
At the 26.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Agnew.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterback...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Julian Okwara
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
At the 16-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Bridgewater now. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Check 26, check 26.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Julian Okwara able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Play fake. Bridgewater. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Stafford going to give it to Swift.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Once again, it's Swift.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
32 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Lions 41, Panthers 22. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's